Hello and welcome to another game, another demo, another new experience. One called Thaumaturge. Now, from what I've heard, this game is basically a Pokemon style game. So I'm assuming turn-based, monstery type things. But in the setting of more gothic horror. So we're having more evil-looking monsters and things. This is a request from a friend, which I'm perfectly fine doing. I won't mind doing more requests if anyone do have them for demos, as I do like doing the demo. So, we're gonna check this out. We got this guy who looks pretty dapper in his lovely coat. And we have this guy who looks pretty cool with his lovely chain thing. So yes, let's have a look. Locals say the station is haunted at night. Thaumaturge is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or a tempermancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of Thaumaturge without being on one.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know, you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and dictate your message. First, play a trick on him. Huh. What's the X do? Oh, okay, so it brings up the dialogue. That's cool. Let's play a trick on him. See what this does.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found
This is
him.
weird.
I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Greetings to your sister.
Please add, my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. Szulski. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Loony. Ah, okay. Now we have, how do we move? So, we can click with the mouse. Or WASD. Honestly, I think WASD is a bit nicer. So, what we got? Lost letter, dear Antoni. I won't read all this. But I will do this. And if you want to read it, feel free. Dear Yanko. I'm highly doubting they have much to offer if I do read them. As Thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words. And you can reach your goal easier. It's Edge. Oh, okay, cool. Use perception to follow past your goal. Oh wow, look at that. So if you hold it down, does it for longer?
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Free passage, very nice. Far from here, the age of steam and electricity drives humanity, and I can't read it because it disappeared so quick. Oh well. Sad.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there past the little square up the steps. They'll tell you where that creature's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Reminds me of Diablo 4 with its aesthetic currently. Even the music. But I mean, it's in a similar area, I guess.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. They warm?
A proud answer, it is only draws from floor of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Sure.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots.
You feed the
Thanks.
floor of
And sooner
pride.
or later, it'll come back to bite them.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
Idешь с нами. We're the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Oh no, here we go. When the enemy lose all health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on the bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by the bars in the bottom left. Okay. Start the fight. Quick attack. Planned attack. Slow but inflicts more damage. This music. Ooh, nice. Get down. Ow. Oh, Kniff. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. Find out what they are planning. Unfold the action queue at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed. Slow skills are more powerful but require preparation. That makes sense. Vision cut. Round 4. Ow. There we go for a quickie. Yeah, that's cool. So even beforehand it'll happen. Interesting.
Sirs, the Ruski is right.
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Yeah, so we got Thaumaturge points. Perception. Word, deed, mind, art. Leave this until they actually explain it. We got a inventory. We have a gun. We have a revolver. Have some money. Passport. The grimoire. The letter. Conclusions. This must be when you do quests and things, it will conclude. Oh wow. Nice artwork. Very nice. I'm on. Yeah, the art style is very cool. I like it. And then we have the map. Secret. I like secrets. Protective charm made of strings, sticks, and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Well, it's mine now, apparently. So, go on. Aw, get to pet the dog. That was good. News from Yerevan. Good sir.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin?
Okay.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected his thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
So you want to see for yourself.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
No, accept challenge.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He's a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to be burned by the flame of his ardor.
Have you figured anything out yet?
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Observations are information acquired by interacting with people and items. Observations make conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Thaumaturge, yeah, so that's allowed to read. Actions, thoughts left on items. In order to recognize them, you must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions efficiently. On some items, you will find trace of someone's personality. It takes one of these 3 forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you've seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item. Right. Dirty ball. That's someone I'm gonna need to chew from. Dimensions, force too low, word. Prayer book. An ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. They vibrate with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Dimension, force too low, deed. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lore irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Haircloth. Potential device for voluntary self-modification of the body. Mind. Yeah, so... any of these? Oh, you actually change your clothing. Cool. So, none of these... Where's my... Dirty ball, so word... Deed... Mind. I'm going to go with... Deed, so I can do this. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in suffering state. I'm gonna try it, just we'll see. Okay, we have upgrades too. Each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade and design. Okay. See for thought. How does it work? Oh, okay. First by enemy suffering. Okay, cool. Many people have flaws, but only thaumaturges are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on personality created as a result of turbulent experiences. They attract saluters and allow young thaumaturges to make part with their first salutor. Salutor, I guess. Your flaw is pride. Nature it by making the right choices, it will impact the course of events. Pride. Increases heart dimension by 1. Okay. So, we need to go back to this. Oh, okay, so... Yeah. Oh, I'll go back to it. Okay. Here we go. Trembling hands and thin white gloves, feverishly tying a ribbon behind which she tucked a leaf with an imprint of her made-up lips. She ran to make it in time, to give him a gift, to make sure he wouldn't forget her when he found himself so far from court.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
Therefore, a Petersburg lady-in-waiting who was very devoted to you, gave you her breviary.
Honestly, I don't remember where I got it. Its contents were always more important. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Let's ask about the lady.
I can't help but ask you about that young lady from Petersburg.
Careful. I'm starting to like you. But not enough to tell you about Petersburg. How do you think I might help you?
Okay, that's fair.
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
Say you're prepared to beg. Let's say we're prepared to beg.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me in.
Oh. Find your way.
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin gone?
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Man, she has the best catchphrase. Right. So we're looking for someone who has a flaw. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the object will reveal a path to the follow. Who's even experienced Thaumaturge? Oh.
What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
Interesting. Bruised crimson apple. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Yeah, I do have to hold it to actually see everything around. Oh, what's this? Wooden box. Hand-carved and elaborately painted wooden box. Damaged axe shaft. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Dish shards. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing a bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste. Stupefied, compelled, screaming. Finger pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath. Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly until they are out of breath, but they persist together despite everything. Yeah. I have a bit of screen tear. I do apologize. My issues, I usually do have a screen tear. Something. Put it on. Usually help. I can't put VSync on. Don't know why. Okay. Well, just have to deal with it. That's fine. See if there's anything else. Dead goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all Bogdan's property to go to him. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortune.
Over my my dead body. I reject this verdict. Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother, and this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too. Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Dead goose lies between the quarrelling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman has settled the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It'll come to fisticuffs in a moment. Seems that neighbours have quarrelled over a goose strangled in an act of revenge, a classic of the genre. How does this... I'm going to just try things, because this being a demo, it doesn't have really that much repercussion, plus I want to see all that this offers.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Oh. That's like Axie from Witcher.
Come inside, and tell me what you're doing here.
That's pretty cool. Don't mind me, I'm just going to go through all your letters and things. Anything else here? Okay.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Keep searching. Accuse her of taking advantage of superstitious villagers. Tell her you'll come back. Yeah.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Okay, so there's more to find. So if I go to that place where I can knock on the door, let's just double check. Yeah, okay. Go knock on the door.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Fisticuffs? Fisticuffs. Yeah. Improve Thaumaturge. Alright, yeah. So we have a... Whoa. Cool. Well, this guy's all to do with heart. And double damage sounds very nice. It's gonna have 3 different upgrades on it. Cool. Alright, let's see. So health has reset. That's good. I'm not sure what focus is yet. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all of their focus, causing them to enter the breakdown state. Strong attacks are much more powerful than other skills and allows the fight to end quicker. Okay. Action skill to lower. So the focus is the diamond. Right. We'll just do it on this guy since that's the example. Diversion. You and your Salutar each have your own separate skills. Plan what you want to use and give the Salutar an appropriate command. Damage. So these are the same, really. This will restore my health. We'll do this one. Lost focus is now in breakdown state. Great chance to strong attack. Alright. Damn. Ow. How does a ghost work when it stabs someone?
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Thinking interferes with actions, so much the worse for thinking. The local is impetuous, irritable, and eager to pick a fight for even the most trivial reasons. Something is not right here. Say that again.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please. Please.
Okay. What was this? I don't think I can look at it again. Box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from the damp and rain, from all the evil the world carries with it. The shaft is overgrown with thorns of wit. No, I've read that already, haven't I? Although it's already become mouldy from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A loner by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. Anything else I can check? I'll try and knock the door again, but I'm assuming she won't allow me in until I speak to the old lady.
Please go.
Okay. Go talk to the old lady. I have to admit, this is quite interesting. The fighting's a bit different, that's for sure. I understand how everything works.
You've been going in so many circles. Your
Doesn't the loot keep searching? What am I missing? I guess we'll just try this.
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Is this spirit you're talking about, not a person?
I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a Bukovac.
But other places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil
Bukovac.
spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Well then, I hope you'll...
Don't have anything else to give. So I've checked all of these. See if there's more. Maybe I need to go talk to Rasputin now. Because it doesn't seem to be much else I can... Let's go find Rasputin.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery? It's not like anyone there is gonna run away. Look, my horse is more dead than alive.
Dutchman doesn't want to take you to the cemetery. If you use my power, I should be able to change his attitude.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Using Thaumaturge, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secret, which you can learn by making conclusion. So will appear next. Yeah. Rag. The rag, reeked with a sour odor of fatigue, attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil, made the spine crack like the fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire. And no one would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. Dutchman is tired and weary. He's worked hard and unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest to relieve his suffering.
I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery. I meant to take the horse out for a run, so get on.
Yeah, so we can go back using that. Stone strikes against stone, heavy guided by a hateful hand. The blows carry anger, despair, chaos. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing a grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Yeah, so this is the main one, being in yellow. These are side things.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in a cemetery.
I don't have enough words, sir, to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Locals say that since the death of the village elder, doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn to bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good.
What sorts of things changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of the Saluter.
What do you mean?
Billy's death was not peaceful. The elder died in flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. His name is Bukovac. A peaceful and happy village. Not quite. The villagers are riled up and at the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukovac. They are trying to defend themselves against a dark force with folk methods. Bukovacs are sometimes mentioned in tales and legends of Sirmia, a part of the Kingdom of Slovenia. They personify brutal force and the inexorable punishment for sins which is bound to come. What's it? I don't understand why this one appeared. Because Upa is his salutor. So what? Oh, where? Oh, heart deed word. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming once I unlocked these, I can see them. Okay. I think it might be an idea to just get all of these. That way we have them all. Restore focus 3. Great, I had to point to the dimension mind. Yeah. We can got that. Yeah. We're just going back, it looks like. Let me just scan around, just out of curiosity. No? Okay. Yeah, so I like the map. The map's really nice. So we're heading to the burned homestead. Is it worth going back here? I'm gonna go back just to see if the old woman will talk. Since I have a little more information. I'm assuming not, but worth trying.
You've been going in so...
No. Okay.
Well then.
I'm assuming she's the last person to speak to after we've done the stuff with Rasputin. Can you just fast travel or not? No. Granted, the map is quite small, so that's not really an issue. So, Burnt Homestead. Yeah, we're here.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Door frame. Thick lines of wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words carved sharply, as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a space that doesn't respond. Fear has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame, fear of the flames and trepidation about losing a loved one. Again, I apologise for the screen tearing. I can't seem to turn on VSync. But, oh well. A charred rag doll. The doll is caked with hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish on an old age painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Gotta say, the wording in this game is very visceral. I also like the word visceral. It's a fantastic word I overuse. What do we have? Place of death. The blood and the sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body, the heart went into spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. A belt. The buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice. It cuts deep, all the way into the soul. Yeah, so clearly he was whipping a child. Ew. Demo.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime.
There's a Book of Atch.
The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her.
Vesna?
She ought to know more about what happened here.
Yep. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Oh, goody.
Why the hurry, father? We are the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Let's see. He'll probably say it was me, but I'm just curious.
No, it must have been someone who looked like me.
Точно он.
Doesn't matter. At worst, we'll get the boots of your corpse.
There's somewhere else you have to get my boot out of.
Oh, you can adjust upgrades. That's cool. So, why? Yeah, sure. It's strange how he's not helping me. I just realized. Guess I don't need him. I do have Upa. Go for the weak fella first. He's at the end. This guy's first. Actually. Ending the curse. And we'll bop him. One. So he should heal me. My planned attack. I'm in right now. Nice.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these salutars also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Nice. Feel sorry for this guy. He is now basically just my fast travel. No rest for the wicked. Baton? Interesting. What? Can I not put 3 on there? Maybe there's a crate or something I need to allow me to do that.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Luca says Haley loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
After the axe bears a distinct trace of Luca, it's identical to the one on the doorframe of the burned homestead.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
He'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
It's clear that it is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen curl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do
That
you
just
want?
came out. Calm her down, make her feel safe. Let's give her the doll. Actually. We'll just do this one.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing, by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
get that thing out of here.
Hmm. I like the click. Pretty cool.
Again?
This time it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Well, he's not the only one here.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasili's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
Wow.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Oh.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, the Bukavach. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Very cool design. To defeat a wild Salutor, he must rid the shadows or protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bar tells you when the wild Salutor will send more enemies against you. Oh wow, this is interesting. I'm sure leave everything how it is and just go. Very cool, I like those. I'll be after it. Oh, that's a lot of focus points, I just realised. Need to break down their focus. Bukavach cause you to enter the suffering state. Benign or potentially deadly effects. Read the description carefully and don't get caught off guard. Receive 3 to 4 at the end of every turn. The effect stacks times 4. So we use this. It will remove it. And it will remove another focus. Yep, now it's gone. If I use this one more time, use this to heal. That'll knock him into the suffering state and I can use my heavy attack. Okay, so he's inflicted it again. So I have a 60% chance this will be double damage, which will be almost 50. Which in theory should kill him. Actually no, I've killed him just by using this. Definitely. There we go. Okay, now he sent 2 more. That's a 1 focus person now. Quick hit, extra hits from him should get me more health. Alright, I need to remove this status. Wow. Health damage. I might lose this, but we'll see. Use this. This. Am I dead? Yeah, cool. Where's yours? Probably just this one. Alright, cool. So, status effects, very painful. Let's have a look. Dealing the double damage is nice. Restoring focus on this one I don't think is very helpful. Enemies planned action. I'll do it on that. I haven't really used focus too often, so I believe that should be fine. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, but I literally need to get rid of this. There's no reason to have it on me. I don't want to get rid of it, it stacks very high. He does it very fast as well. We'll kill this guy, get some health back, and I'll have to do a diversion on the other ones. Here we are. They spawned as friends. Use this. He'll probably hit me after done this. Oh. Oh. I mean, he's gonna die from this, unfortunately, it's pointless. But yeah, I can't get this somewhere. Can I switch? Oh, I could do that actually. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize I could swap targets during a fight. That's good. Means I'm not wasting my hits. Yeah. That's before it, that's good. I'm gonna reduce that focus. And the next one will remove the debuff. There we are. Right, he just gave me one back. No, he didn't. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh wow.
You lose, you lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
You defeat the Bukavach, the D-Dimension Salutar, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutar won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, and weakens your perception. Unfortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you alright?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you... why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Prevent Luca from making rash decisions. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna. Force Vesna to flee. Do this one.
Nothing has to be decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already.
Sharing a village with murderers?
You were the first to spill blood!
It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village. Phew.
A Tiwi. Send the telegram at the railway station.
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Huh. Oh, like a Bugs Bunny reference.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
Oh.
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
The only person I consider close is my sister. But Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and politics.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Dear Victor, a feeling of déjà vu washed over me upon receiving your last telegram. Yet again, you're off traveling to some distant lands, while I stay here nursing the hope you will one day visit us in Warsaw. I miss the old days when things seemed so simple. Even if we already knew back then, we may never be truly free. I long for the chance to show you how much our city has changed. To let you hear all these different languages that now echo down the streets we once aimlessly wandered together. Yet all that is mere fantasy. The past is gone, never to return, it seems. Just like you, my dear brother, who risks his life in search of otherworldly beings and their hosts. Sometimes I think it is for the best that I do not share this gift with you and Papa. Maybe that's why I can see things more clearly, just as they are. Therefore, I beg you, Victor, come back to us and reconcile with your father. You never know when it will be too late. Affectionately, your sister, Lygia.
Oh, wow. So, the game is coming out in December of this year, of course. Steam, just wishlist it. I've heard wishlisting helps the developers a lot. It helps a game be pulled at the front so more people can see it. And that was the demo. Really fun. I really enjoyed that. It definitely gave me kind of like Witcher vibes, where it was just like creepy, superstitious monster type things, evil spirits, people being manipulated and used by them, their emotions being driven. I like the idea that you're this character who can have this insane perception and insight into people's lives and understand exactly how they are, how they act, and their motivations in possible situations. It's really cool. The graphics are pretty decent. They're nothing amazing, I'd say, but they are really good overall. Sound design's nice. The dialogue seemed a little off here and there in some of the acting, but it was still good also. The combat for me, it's not a game I'm really drawn to because I prefer more fast-paced, actiony, and more I feel I can have more control over the character I'm playing. But overall, if you do like a turn-based fighter, if you've played a game like League of Legends Ruined King, it's something Ruined King, that is a similar idea, and the idea of preparing attacks before someone else's attack and delaying them and that sort of thing. So yeah, very good game, very good demo, really enjoyed it, something very different. I appreciated the recommendation. I have more demos on the way to look at that I've checked through on Steam. Hopefully I can get through those soon. I hope everyone has a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, and as always, keep on gaming.